We're going to start with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. So, and we'll talk about this, Jimmy, in more detail in a minute when we talk about the Mavs, but the Mavs were up 3-0. I thought it was over. I was happy. Look, I got my shirt on. Jimmy, come back to me, Nate.
Woo, look
Don't
at
go
that.
off yet. Come back to me, Nate.
Throw
All
it
right. I got my
down.
shirt on. Raise the banner. My 2011 Mavericks championship t-shirt doesn't quite fit
I
like
thought
it
that was
used to.
raise the banners for the Fab Five. My
No,
bad. My bad.
this
My
doesn't go
bad.
back that far. This is a raise the
I got a
banner.
one-track mind.
So they were down, and I gotta be honest. I don't think Ant was really looking all that great, and I'll get to this in a minute. But he scored 29 points, and they kept their hopes alive with a Game 4 victory. They're going back to Minnesota tonight, Thursday the 30th, and ball's going to be in Anthony Edwards' hands. Here's what I want to think. I want to ask you about Ant first, Jimmy, and then we can talk about the Wolves. I am disappointed, especially in games 1, 2, and 3. At the end of the game, this dude who's supposed to be ascending, who's supposed to be the next MJ, the next LeBron, is passing the ball. It's time for a last
hard
second.
to shoot with double teams.
No, I don't want to swear on the show, but I'm going to call BS, Jimmy. I'm going to tell you the same thing I told my wife when he passed up on the shot and passed to Naz Reid. Do you think Michael Jordan would have ever passed on a shot?
Absolutely not. But
no.
Whoa. Let me back up.
He would have made it happen, bro.
A young MJ wouldn't have passed the ball. He didn't pass the ball till he got Steve Kerr and John Paxson to hit those shots, a couple of shots back to back for them to win the championship. So early in Mike's career, no. Midway through his career, when he won his first and second championship, yes, he would have passed the ball. But the difference is that Mike would have taken the shot regardless whether he's double team or not. So he just made the great basketball play, and he finally trusted his teammate. I think Ant is a little different from the aspect that, I think he feels like he has better talent on his team. And it's different. He's not Michael Jordan. So let's get that out the way off top. He's not MJ. He could turn into an MJ, but I don't think, it's hard to compare anyone
I
to the
agree
GOAT.
with you. In fact, you and I both agreed on the last show, and I said, I think he's overrated for where people have him today in his career. And I think that people want him so bad to be this great player, and he's just not right now. That doesn't mean he can't be or won't be, but dude, slow down the bus. He's get off him. He's not that guy right now.
But it's just, it happens every time we see a great talent. We always compare them to Michael Jordan, Kobe, or Dr. J, whoever. And I think it's unfair. But I do appreciate what Ant said when they asked him about the comparisons that he's been getting. And he said, don't do it. Like, I'm not Michael Jordan. I'm not on that level yet. So, kudos to the young fella for really dodging that bullet, because cats would be on his head right now.
And I think you bring up a really good point that kind of struck me. It's really good for our listeners to catch is he passed the ball in a clutch situation. Right. That's not a sign of being afraid, which is what I was suggesting. You're saying that's a sign of maturation, of knowing I don't have this shot. Let me get the ball to another guy who's got the shot, and let's win the game. That's something Jordan did struggle.
It's simple math, right? You got 5 guys on the court, 2 guys on 1 guy. Somebody's open. Swing the ball, move the ball to the person. And listen, these are pros, okay? So, like I told you before, there's no crying in basketball. Guys got to make the shot, step up and make the shot. So it's really not on him if he's making the great play or the basketball play. Jordan was spectacular or extraordinary because he would push through the extra defender and make the shot. That's why it's a slightly higher level than other players when we compare the two.